The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, it's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. Welcome, Black, y'all. I'm glad y'all back. This is only my second show, and it's fantastic because I'm fantastic. And you fantastic because you took the time to call me. You must have got up feeling positive this morning, or for some of y'all this afternoon, depending on what part of the country you in right now. It's going to be a heck of a show. It's packed with fantastic guests. We always going to have a bunch of guests here. But first, I just want to say Happy Easter to everybody. You know, I know Easter's all about the resurrection, and I think of it in terms of personal resurrection. You know, it's a resurrection for me as I am reliving my life and renewing myself, and the ideals and the shows and the thoughts and the views that I have are new, and you know, so like, you know how the snake has to shed his skin and then he becomes new again, and sometimes it's a struggle. You keep that in mind too. It's just like with a butterfly. If you see a butterfly trying to get out of a cocoon, you can't help that butterfly. If you try to help him out the cocoon, the butterfly will die. A butterfly has to go through the struggle of releasing himself to live, and so we do that sometime in life. We have to go through a little bit of a struggle, but once we get through it, we spread our wings and fly, and I feel like flying today. It's a beautiful thing. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. I just want to welcome everybody. First of all, before I get going, really get started with my first guest, I just want to tell you a few things about what I'm doing these days. I just came back from Florida. I had a fantastic show. The town's called Marco Island, and it was just a slice of paradise. It was off the chain. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see some of the pictures I sent of me in the bathtub, just all bubbly suds and stuff, waving at folks. It was crazy. It was a big bathtub. It was almost big as my living room at the house. It's crazy. It was fabulous. I almost would have done it for free, almost. And then I have a comedy show every Monday. If you're anywhere near Los Angeles, you got to come and see us every Monday night at the wonderful Maverick Flats, which is a legendary club. Been here since 1966. It's at 4225 South Crenshaw. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. It's called the Michael Coylar
Comedy Extravaganza.
Well, it's more than that. It's the Monday night, the Michael Coylar Monday night comedy extravaganza. And let me just give a shout out to my sidekick here today. This is Cordell. We just call him Red, you know, because you know when things get bad, it turns red. The red light come on. It's you know, it's dope, it's dangerous, trouble. That's my man Red. So every now and then when I miss something, he'll shout out for me and help me get it clear. But every Monday night, it's off the hook. I mean, this week we have actually a black magician, you know, and he gonna make more than your money disappear. He off the chain. He will be there, and a wonderful vocal artist named Abraham McDonald, who just did The Voice this week, and he won the $100,000 on Oprah Winfrey's vocal challenge. He's going to sing a song for us, and Lisa Ray's coming. She's going to be in the audience today. Yeah, so I think I'm going to wear all white myself, so just for the occasion. So that's 8 o'clock. If you're in town, come on down. It's only $10 cover charge. Call your mama and them little Pookie and run. I know they want to get off the couch. Tell them to come down and see us. And one more thing I'm doing that I want y'all to know about is a play. I'm finally going to get a chance to be dramatic. It's a theatrical, what they call a gospel musical with Marla Gibbs, Chico Beneman, and the lady playing my mama, legendary Miss Frida Payne. And it's called Heaven Bound. It's going to be at the Wilshire Ebell Theater the 19th and the 20th. Can I hold this up? Let me get real close to them so they can see this. The 19th and the 20th. Ooh, I'm glad I got nails now. I ain't always had no nails. Can y'all read that? Okay, anyway, if you want to know more about any of this stuff, you can just email me at comicking123@aol.com, and I'll respond to everybody. Or you can Facebook me and inbox me. I'll respond. I don't know how to even had a show called The Kings of Comedy without the king, but that's another story. Welcome to the show, and I'm ready to get to my first guest of the afternoon, a wonderful, vibrant young lady who is funny as all get out. She's from the Bay Area. She goes by the name Queenie TT. Let me see what you got there, Queen TT. America's favorite sister girl. Yes. Now, but you called yourself, what, a plus-size comedian?
Yeah, full figure. I still am. I'm a 14.
You full figure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so.
But you're not as full a figure as when I first met you. Oh, you was full up then.
Yeah.
You was way full.
The highest weight I was 465. I now weigh 230 pounds.
Girl, give me some
that's
love.
beautiful.
That is
She's
beautiful. You lost 200 pounds?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Well, comedy. Comedy has saved my life.
I've been doing comedy 27 years. I ain't lost a pound.
But I had to trade addictions to something positive. First, I got really sick. Remember I told you I was really sick with congestive heart failure. Also, I had acute hypothyroidism and lymphedema, and I just went from weighing, about 200 pounds to well over 400. Once I figured out what was going on, I said, you know what, this is a wake-up call. God allowed this because he's exacerbating the obesity and my food addiction issue, combined it. You know what I'm saying? It just exacerbated my weight because he was like, I'm your God, not this chicken.
Right.
And so, or this, whatever else. So,
but you love chicken?
Comedy came because I was trying to find my voice.
I just love chicken. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I tried to find my voice so that so I could stay here a little bit longer. And next thing I know, I was at the time I was seated and I had a cane, but I was fierce with the mic, and I would lay people out without doing real stand-up comedy because I couldn't stand up.
So you was doing sit-down comedy?
I was doing sit-down comedy, but I was laying them out.
Wow.
And so I lost 60 pounds naturally. And then I said, you know what, I want to go all the way. And a year and a half ago, I received duodenal switch gastric bypass surgery.
Okay.
And I've lost a whole bunch of weight since then, a whole bunch of inches. Okay. My highest size was equivalent to an 8X. And right now I'm wearing extra larges and 1Xs. So as far as I'm concerned, I am just sexy, baby.
That's beautiful. You are. And I've seen the difference too. Because when I first met you, I was like, wow, you really are plus size.
Yeah.
But so is your heart, though.
Yeah.
So is your joy.
Yes.
It's also plus size.
Oh, yes.
When I'm even before I met you, you had a card.
Right.
And I read something on your card, and it made me. I had said to my then wife, who was my co-host at the other show, I said, I just want to know this person. I don't even know if she's funny.
You laughed at the joke on the front of this card. I'm Halle Berry on snacks. That's what you laughed at.
Halle Berry on snacks.
And I still am.
And it was just to be able to have that attitude because, some people will have a challenge.
Right.
And the challenge will be their cross to bear.
Correct.
They can't move because of their challenge.
Correct.
But you are bigger than the challenge.
Yes, right.
My
God is bigger.
And no
My God
pun
is
intended.
bigger.
That just slipped out. But you are. You knew that you wanted more in your life and that you want to live.
I want to live.
You'd be shocked to many people forget that you don't get to live if you don't do it right.
That's correct.
It's like people with them bad teeth. If you ignore your teeth, your teeth will go away.
That's correct.
And it's the same thing with your health, which is a blessing, man, to have that. So, are you getting more comedy gigs as well?
A whole bunch more because I can travel more. I can get around more. I can share my message of self-love because, far as I'm concerned, I had a spiritual deficit that was manifested itself physically. It wasn't until I embraced all of what I was, including that entire 465-pound woman, stretch marks included. I embraced her and loved her, and I said, thank you, because you're my hero. And so I went out and I created a hero, Queenie TT, for all of my sisters of every shape, size, and color to learn how to appreciate and love themselves right where you're at. Because when you're able to do that, that's when you can change.
Come on.
Right.
To do anything else, you're gonna be defeated. And you also have to recognize your source. My source is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. That's my source. But I recognize that, and so my daily journey is to give back what God has given to me, which is life, a second chance, which is inspiration. Nice. He inspired me. He told me that he loved me so much. He know every hair on my head, including this wig I got on top of my head. Okay? And he told me I'm a peculiar treasure. Okay, and so peculiar treasure.
Beautiful.
I love that. I love that.
And that's what I am.
So you said the Trinity. So are you Catholic?
No, I am a Christian, non-denominational Christian.
I'm Catholic.
Actually, I say I'm a controversial Christian in my act, which means I will cut you now and pray about it later. A little controversial.
You ain't turned the other cheek yet.
I ain't got that for you.
Is your show mostly clean though, or
it's a little bit of both. I consider myself to be a happy medium. I mean, I can go hard if I need to.
Wait, you said you consider yourself to be a happy medium?
A happy medium between the two genres. You know what I mean? Because I can go hard. It's certain jokes that are just off the chain. But I was told by my comedy coach, Tony Sparks in San Francisco, godfather of San Francisco comedy, that you can go wherever you want to go in comedy just as long as you have a reason to do it. So when I take they take it there. I have some jokes about my feminine mystique, my cupcake. When I go there, I say, okay, why am I having this vagina monologue in the middle of my set? And I say, I'm having this because I'm exaggerating the point to make the point. And I want everybody up in here, especially my ladies, to learn how to love themselves right where you at. And then by that time, I've talked about the weight loss journey. I've brought them in. I've let them know in my life. So when I get to that point, usually I get a round of applause, and that's after I've done a whole series of jokes about my vagina.
Wow. So speaking of eating your cupcake, how happy is your husband about the change?
Actually, to be honest with you, we are having a little bit of difficulty because, unfortunately, there's a high statistic amongst women who, couples that go through this lifestyle change. If the partner does not also find a passion or renew a passion and have some sort of transformation themselves, then there's a deterioration. That's what we're experiencing right now. Unfortunately, I'm so transparent, I can't sit up here and tell you, oh, it's great, when it's not. Wow. So unfortunately, I'm hoping that he will be able to continue this journey with me. But if not, Queenie's not stopping.
But he's not overweight, is he?
He's just slightly.
Okay.
Like the average American,
Okay, because I met him just once, right? I didn't remember him being...
But I wasn't talking about weight that he needs to do.
But that's not
journey.
he's got something else.
He has other stuff that he needs to take care of that he's not taking care of. And it's like we both need to grow. If not, you got to stay on the same ground. If not, it's not gonna work.
Plus, you're getting slimmer and finer, so you ain't gonna need that motherfucker. I mean, you ain't gonna need him. You don't need him much longer. He better get out the mustard and catch up, because you on a new program,
Michael.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't want to go there, but I mean, you got a point.
I'm telling you, and you just look lovely, and your spirit is so cool. Your heart is so good. I'm
in a good place.
I can't wait to hear the jokes, though.
Yeah, I'm in a good place. I just hope that your audience gets me, because I grew up predominantly white community. My husband is Caucasian.
He's predominantly white. Yeah,
he's all over.
Yes,
white.
he is predominantly white. I met him.
He's Irish, and so I know sometimes with the urban crowd, they don't always get me, or they like, who she thinks she is. She's trying to be white. No, I'm just being Queenie. So either you can accept it or reject it. But I have a wonderful, beautiful message. And I have a lot of joy, and I'm funny, and I just want to.
And that's what we're gonna need at the show tonight.
Yeah,
we love a message. We love the joy, but if you don't come with the funny, it's gonna be a problem.
I'm gonna be funny.
Okay, all right, okay. Because at the end of the day,
I gotta be funny.
The comedy show, gotta be funny.
You gotta be funny.
I've gotten caught up a lot of times when I be doing humor into getting too much of my spiritual and my motivational,
Me too.
more of that, and forgetting that people come to laugh when they come to So you can say almost anything as long as you wrap it up.
You got to have a punchline at the end.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and you were saying you had acute what now? You said some medical thing you was dealing with.
Oh, acute hypothyroidism.
Hypothyroidism.
Slow.
That man of a joke.
Slow.
So the lady told her boyfriend, she said, I should have told you this earlier, but I have acute angina. He said, yeah, and the titties are small too. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't let that pass. I heard you say acute, and that jumped right out there. So, where are you playing? What kind of comedy spots are you doing around the country?
Well, so far, I'm actually toward the end of my comedy run, but this time I did Flappers, I did Moksha Bar, I did Flappers twice.
What is that? What is that Flappers thing? I keep hearing about that. That's here in L.A.
Yeah, it's in Burbank, and it's a great club. It's Flappers Comedy Club. They're very comic friendly. You need to.
But any black people in the audience, or it's just all white folks?
But I'm there to bring the color.
Okay, no, and you know what? You got to be able to work the all-white spot. I mean, I just came from Marco
It's predominantly
Island.
white. Every once in a while, you see a little color there.
Where I just came from was 99% white.
Wow, yeah.
Each of the 4 shows. I mean, we had 2 people that was black in one show. We had 6 in one show. We started to throw a party. It was crazy, and it was serious white. And as a comic, you have to be able to adjust to your crowd.
Correct.
No matter who they are, as long as they speak English, you should be able to adjust in such a way that they laugh at your stuff.
And that's why I like to play any and every room you call me. I'm there.
But can you play a black room?
Yeah, I've done them before. I started in urban when I was.
Okay.
That's how I started. But the transition from that type of comedy to through the woman I am, what's going on right now? There's been some changes. I don't no longer get the big girl, fat girl pass.
Okay.
That I don't get it anymore.
Yeah, because you left her behind.
Yeah, I left her behind.
She gone now.
Yeah, I did want to segue to something else because it's very important. I am currently on my own self-produced tour called the Queenie TT's Comedy Tour, bringing the funny from the Bay to LA. It started in San Jose at the San Jose Improv.
All right.
I'm here now. It's going to finish. I'm going to go back to the Bay, going to San Francisco, doing the Bay again. It's going to finish in Visalia at Sick Lounge on March the 30th. May the 31st at Sick Lounge in Visalia, which is on 1971 West Caldwell Avenue. Now, I have a sponsor who a lot of my beautiful clothes I wear that are full figure, and for the full figure woman with the shape, a definable waistline.
All right.
Okay, she finds wonderful clothes, and she has great shoes. Okay. Her name is Eleanor Rios, and she is based in San Jose, and her name of her boutique is Angels Boutique. Mm-hmm. And
for the big angels.
Yeah, for the big angels. Okay. And her website is angelsboutiqueclothing.com.
All right, you got to give me where we can find you, because we got to wrap up this segment.
Okay, and I am at www.pssystemmovement.com.
Say it one more time.
www.pssystemmovement.com.
And if they're around Los Angeles this evening, you'll be on our show, and we'll get a chance to see you in person.
I'm excited.
Do your thing. You're fabulous. You're lovely. I love your heart, your soul, and your comedy. Please, y'all, receive her, feel her. This is Miss Queenie TT. We'll be right back. We got to go sell some stuff. See you in a minute. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
We're black, are we? Okay, we're back. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. That's what I'm talking about. And we're about to come back with our second guest for the evening. But first, I need to talk to somebody on the phone real quick. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello there, Mr. Collins. It's Miss Leonard.
Oh, that's Miss Leonard. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I got to put my headphones on, because I can't hear Miss Leonard without my headphones on.
I called some other show accidentally, and the lady was talking about getting grant money.
Who's that talking about getting grant money?
I don't. Some lady asked, did I want to have a question about getting grant money? I said, I didn't know President Grant had a state that hadn't been settled yet.
That is fantastic.
I told
love
him
you.
I want to talk to Mr. Michael Collins on the Michael Collins Show.
Thank you for calling, Miss Leonard. And thank you for calling. It's just our second show. You've called for both shows. We got a young man on us here on the show with us right now. He's like 22 years old. And he's so accomplished and everything. He's done things with it. You call it a skateboard? What do you call it that you use?
Scooter.
A scooter. He does things with the scooter.
On a scooter.
You ever been on a scooter, Miss Leonard? Miss Leonard, 89. You ever been on a scooter, Miss Leonard?
No, ain't never been on one now. That's them things them people, children be going down the street on.
Yeah, and sliding down poles and stuff. Well, this young man does that professionally. He's been in the Guinness Book of Records for doing what?
I jumped 20 stairs.
He jumped 20 stairs and didn't fall down. That's the good part about it.
Ain't that something?
So you landed on the thing and kept rolling forward.
Yeah.
He in the Guinness Book of World Records for jumping 26 steps and didn't fall down.
That's right.
And my brother fall down from drinking Guinness. Ain't that something?
Miss Leonard, we love you. Thank you for calling. I'm sorry I didn't get you on the first segment of the show, but the show is tight today. So
I see. Well, good luck with your new program you got out there. I heard about.
Oh, thank you. The new show we doing every Monday night?
Yeah.
It's going to be off the chain. When you going to fly in town to catch my show?
As soon as I save up my fine stamp so I can get a ticket and come out there.
All right. Well, you save up your stamps. I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, Mr. Collins.
Thank you, Miss Leonard. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Miss Leonard. Miss Leonard is 89 years young, and she's fantastic. Cook hot water cornbread and collard greens, and she know how to do the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
That's my favorite.
Collard greens?
Yeah, collard greens, like a little spicy, medium spicy.
Man, I'm a collard green cooking fool, man. I'm telling you, when my mom was transcending the last 3 years of her life, every 3 weeks I would fly from Los Angeles to Chicago to cook collard greens for my mama. And she loved it. And I just learned how to cook hot water cornbread. Do you eat hot water cornbread?
No.
Oh man, you gotta have hot water cornbread. You eat Jiffy, huh?
Yeah.
See, you can tell they're young. That's not old school. Hot water cornbread when you just and you got and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. For the longest, I tried to make the cornbread hot water where you make it like pancakes, like hot cakes. But every time I put it in the skillet, it just fall apart. The ingredient is the doggone hot water. I didn't realize that. You boil hot water, and when you pour it on cornmeal, it sort of makes it stick together. Never knew that. It took years. I just found out last Thanksgiving. Ever since then, I've been a collard green cooking, hot water cornbread making food.
All right,
welcome to the show, Zig.
Thank you.
And thank you
I'm
for
honored
coming.
to be here.
Brother,
Really
I'm the one that's honored really because I really believe in supporting young folk who are trying to do positive things, you know. At 22, you can be doing all kind of stuff. You can be trying to be in a little street gang. You can be getting all tattooed. You can be trying to stick up a liquor store. But instead, you're doing positive stuff, man. You've taken this thing. You created this record, which is a world record.
All right, thank you.
Know, I watched the video, and like I was telling you on the phone, his video at first, it's got him falling down. He's constantly falling down. I was like, what kind of damn video is this, you know? But it showed what could happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
definitely
after that, it started showing him doing amazing feats and sliding down a metal ride and flew off a rooftop and just all kind of stuff. I wanted to see you go off the wing of a jet plane. I just knew you was going to keep building.
Pretty much, yeah. My deal is, or my talent in the whole scooter industry is to jump off of big stuff. For the listeners out there, if you want to check out some of my videos, you just look up Zig Short. That's Z-I-G, short like little dude, on YouTube. And I'm real easy to find, the one and only. So
about how many videos you got out there?
I don't know. I lost count. So there's a lot of videos on there. Yeah, you won't be bored. Like
you just go to Zig Short and it's a whole bunch out.
Yeah, you gotta take your time.
So how old were you when you started this?
I was about 12 years old when I first started. It was around the time where Razor first ever came out, and I just never stopped back in 2002. So.
Wow, and now it's a life for you. It's a career.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's important to me because, you know, a lot of folks, young folks, don't know, you know, how they can do something that's an art, you know, a sport, and make a living at it, you know. And at 22, you're revered around the world. And not only that, I'm excited about these gym shoes.
Oh, yeah. I actually, so I brought you a little gift.
Oh, yeah.
I got you some shoes. These are...
We don't show these. People can see this. So if your fans are out there.
So I got some shoes. I got them in size 11. I know you're a size 10, but what's so special about my shoes is that they're padded for impact. So there's a lot of extra cushion in there that'll make you have to bump a size up.
Okay,
you know
so they'll fit me at 11.
Yeah,
take one out.
Fit you at
I want to
11.
actually show it to people. Folks are watching this as well, and we get a whole lot of viewers. Any of your folks who are listening, all they have to do is go to YouTube and put in RMC on air, and the show will pop up live, and they can watch you right now while we're doing this. Now, first I want to know, it's a beautiful shoe. But first I want to know the story about the shoe. Why did you create a shoe? Let me hold this right up.
Yeah, no worries.
To the camera right there. Let me see. There you go. Look at that way.
Elites.
The way they called Elites.
Yep, it's like style spelled backwards. ELYTS.
Style spelled backwards. Wait, gotta get my picture in there. Gotta get my face in there with it. All right, that's a beautiful shoe.
There you go.
Look at that shoe.
All right.
All right. Now, what made you create your own shoe?
Back when.
Wait a second. 22 years old, y'all. Create his own shoe. 22. All right, go ahead.
All right, well, back in 2009, I actually used to, I was under a Flow Flow sponsorship program by Nike 6.0.
Okay.
Which started me to develop my own ideas and things that I wanted to do to the shoe. But, Nike, they're busy people, so they didn't really have time to listen to a scooter rider back then.
Right.
So one day, God bless me, I went down to San Diego and ended up finding an investor who wanted me to start a scooter company, a scooter shoe company. So I took all those notes that I've been holding on to for a couple of years and things that I've always thought about and made a dream come true,
Wow.
And pretty much, it's like skateboard shoes.
I'm back you up for a minute.
All right.
An investor came to you?
I was at a competition, and I guess they've been scoping. There was like a talent scout.
All right.
They've been scoping me out for a while. Once we talked, and we went back and forth, and it took a little while, a lot of negotiating, getting to know a person. Because me, I was a kid straight out of Brooklyn, so I ain't really trust anybody.
Right. That's where you're from, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also impressed with your internationality. The fact that you hang out with all these cats who are like truly international. Where are these guys from? Okay, where are these guys? Say their names and where they're from.
Okay, well, right now, right over here, I have my my editor and filmer, Philip Long, and he's also like a director of a lot of my videos. He's from San Diego County.
San Diego County. Okay.
And then I have D. Coop, also known as Donnell Cooper Jones Jr. He's my producer and beat maker, and he's from like Sacramento Bay Area.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And then I have one of my scooter riders with me behind me.
Oh, this guy's cold.
Yeah.
Come over. They got to see your
this
face.
guy's cold. Come over here. All right. So this is
Johan Walzel.
Yeah, this is Johan Walzel. He's the best rider I have in Czech Republic.
From the Czech Republic.
From Czech Republic.
This cat here?
Yeah. And then I have Ruben Rodriguez, another one of my team riders from Spain, Barcelona.
From Barcelona.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're out here.
That look like he just out of prison.
That right there. He raps with me, and we also train kung fu together. That's Sky King. And then right next to me is like
Sifu.
Oh man, this is more. It's more than that. This is my mentor, my second dad. This is like everything, and my master. And it's Master Rasan Hercule from the traditional Wing Chun Kung Fu Association.
And he is a true master, and he's been my friend for like 25 years, and he is a true master. Works with the master who taught Bruce Lee, and now he teaches even with that master around the world. So I'm really honored to have you. You coming in here, Rasul, to do your own. You're going to have your own segment. We got to talk,
that's a whole
I don't know if we got
story,
enough room in here. When we come back, could we have him one day actually do a martial arts exhibit? Is there enough space for us to make in the corner for him to do his thing? Because he could do. Oh, you know what, though? Can we bring one of those things, one of those wooden men you have that you fight with? Are they too heavy?
Dummies.
No, I've got enough people that can bring a wooden dummy in.
We need to bring a wooden dummy over there and sit in the corner, put the cameras on you, and watch you go to work on that thing. This brother's amazing. And so I'm impressed with this whole group,
thank you.
because you're all young. I don't think none of these cats are over 20. How old are you, young? 20? 18. 8, how old?
36.
Oh, you old dude.
Nah, he's not 36.
I'm 20.
And 20.
Yeah.
And I want to bring these folks on to illustrate that at any time in your life you can seek and achieve greatness. All you have to do is really believe in yourself, be willing to do the work, put the work in, and be dedicated.
Yeah, it's a lot of ambition.
And it helps to have a great mentor.
Definitely.
That's important too, to have somebody who believes in you. You don't need but one other person besides yourself to believe in you. And you gone, and if you got God on top of that,
then you Gucci. Straight.
Yes, just straight Gucci. And I love my shoes. I don't be wearing my shoes. They heavy though.
Oh yeah,
that's a heavy shoe.
Well, I mean, it serves. If you ever decide to, I don't know, jump out your window, you'll be fine.
Oh, you'll be safe though.
Yeah, you'll be
safe.
Yeah, there's a lot of the reason why they're a little heavy is it's like a cup sole. So there's a PU insert in there.
All right.
That's actually cushion for your feet. Then there's a membrane, and then there's like a 3 millimeter thick.
There's a membrane in my shoe, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I like that.
It's
alive. It's live. It's alive. All right. Tell folks where they can reach you and where they can see you.
Okay. Well, best way to contact me is Facebook. You look up Zig Short. Matter of fact, you just Google me. Just Google me and make it real easy. Yeah, I'm the one and only Zig Short. It's not like you got to type in anything specific. You put Zig space Short, find me. I'm right there.
Also, he's got a fight coming up at Man Up Stand Up. It's an underground fight coming up in New York on May 18th.
Wait, what kind of fighting do you do?
Full contact, like MMA style fighting.
Wow. See, I didn't even know that part. That's another segment.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that part.
Wow. Well, thank you, man. I'm so honored, really honored.
I'm honored.
Thank
you for having me
to this room. What a beautiful man. Y'all beautiful people, and I'm glad to have you. Thank you, Hassan, for helping bring up these young cats like this, man.
Also, be on the lookout. I got music videos coming out, kung fu fight videos coming out on top of the scooter stunt videos. So
can they Facebook?
Yeah,
inbox you?
Everything.
On the Zig Show. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming to the show. I love my gym shoes. We'll be right back. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late.
Ziggy.
Let that music play a little bit. Oh, yeah. That's all right there, y'all. Okay, and we're black. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. And we got my guest here, third segment. My main man, funny as can be.
Brother man.
I think that you're one of the geniuses on this college circuit of comedy.
Thank you, sir.
But you're also doing this thing all around the world and doing it big time. And when I come in here on the radio show with you and you're in here with Zoe Williams, I realize that you have a magnificent brain. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the fabulous, the funny Mr. Geoff Brown. Geoff Brown up in the house.
Thanks so much, brother.
I love you and respect you, brother. Thank you for being here,
man. Look here, I got to bounce some of that back at you first. I guess, and if this is not the truth, Creator don't give these words any power. Michael Coylar house must have burned down because he ain't got a suit on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And
oh my God, are they all in the cleaners?
This is so rare, and you know what? Both of us, me or my sidekick, I did not want to come in here without a suit. I feel butt naked right now. But what happened was,
the body or something.
Oh, we have dinner with the ambassador of Jamaica at 6:30.
Right.
And so my car dirty. So we drove down to wash the car, and when we got through washing the car, it was 2:30, and it was like we're not gonna have time to drive back out to the house, put on clothes, and get here in time for work. And I'm all about being on time.
Right.
So we had to pass time for fashion. We had to drop the fashion.
Come on.
So we could be on time.
Check out the shirt.
Can't do it. Oh, the shirt is a beautiful thing. This is a young brother, and he's out of, where is he out of? Cleveland. And this brother has a thing called Thumbsuckers, and he does children's books, coloring books, and artwork. And it's all about interracial kids, black kids, white kids who all hang out with each other. And so it's just some little thing I threw on. Even my casual wear, it's some fly shit.
It's some fly shit.
Thank you very much.
That's how you get out.
Hey, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome
to
the show, and that was a great observation.
Yeah.
I forgot I didn't have on a suit till you said that.
I'm like, man,
threw me off.
Look, I ain't seen Michael Coylar without a suit since the beach.
It's so rare.
Okay, I'm going. You got to go back past Hammer Pants.
I was in the store the other day, and a guy came up and said, "You own jeans? I didn't know you own jeans."
Yeah.
I said, "I have one pair. This is it. Enjoy them."
If they dirty, I ain't gonna help you move.
I always like dressing up, though. I come up because I'm an old dude, 56 years young, and I came up when people dressed. When I came up, folks dressed. They dressed to go to work and dressed to go to school. It was like what people did.
And you know where we from? So
Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Southside.
Southside.
My
Chicago.
Providence town.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
That's something you just brought up that I think a lot of men are getting away from. Is I can't. I'm a grown man.
Thank you.
I'm a grown man. I have a son who is almost 30.
Right.
And back when he was 16, I got a bunch of platinum FUBU for free. I mean, a bunch of like 4,000-5,000 when it was out, when it was hot.
Yeah, I love FUBU.
I had stuff before it came out. They was just giving me stuff.
It was hot when it came out.
And my son
and cross colors.
Oh yeah. I had me some cross colors. My son comes over my house and he freaks out. Oh my God, Dad, I heard about this. I ain't even ever seen this. Somebody was telling me, oh my God, and his eyes big as baseballs. And that was when I started the revelation. I said, here, take it. Daddy, quit playing. Take it. I cannot dress like you and expect respect from your friends when I walk up.
Oh my God.
I'm your daddy. I'm Mr. Brown. I'm not your,
Cordell and I just left the car wash, and this brother was walking through with tight, what was the pants called? Sweatpants.
It was sweatpants.
That was hanging right below his butt crack. This guy's like 44.
You know he know better.
Yeah.
Right, shirt hanging out. I mean, and I turned to Cordell and I said, well, who is he an example for?
Thank you.
Who is it? Why would you even go out in the street looking like that?
You know what?
It's tacky.
We need to see if he cats like that smack the hell out of your test. When you see a dude like that, if you go, who's that lady? And he go, who's that lady? you know better. You know better.
It was just so bad. Well, tell me how your comedy started, Geoff. How did you even get into comedy?
I was in the Marines. I kept getting in trouble for being funny. My friends were like, dude, you need to do this. You need to do this.
Wow.
I went up to the Comedy Store on 3 Minute Night, and the worst thing in the world happened to me that could have. I killed. The first time I was on stage, I was so funny.
That's rough.
It was the next 214 that I sucked. Because you really think it's... And then when it really hit me that I was supposed to be doing it, honest to God, I was over at the beach. And I'm walking down the street. Down the front, I don't know what you call it.
Boardwalk?
The little boardwalk. And I see this dude. No, first I don't see this dude. I hear, the beast of laughter is around this object that I can't see.
Beautiful.
And I get up there, it's Michael Coylar.
Michael Coylar.
No mic, no seats, no dark, no sound system, in the middle of the afternoon, destroying. And I go, you know what? That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
This is not a setup, people.
That's not a setup.
I did not even know this story until just now. I swear to God.
Bruh, we don't hang. We don't, because I ain't a hang type dude. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. I got my kids over in the corner.
That's right. He got both
Today is Monday. This my day. Pick my babies up from school, and I got to do Michael Coylar show. Well, I got to mix them two together.
You brought the kids by.
I bring my kids. If your kids don't jack your plans up, you're a horrible parent.
That's right.
Every now and then, if you can't go, I'll be damned. I can't go. Got these kids. Then you're hard. But at any rate,
I love that story. That's a great story.
Thank you, brother.
You know, I have Venice Beach stories every day. Really,
Okay.
my woman is starting to tire of them because everybody comes up and say, "I remember when first time I went to Venice Beach, I saw you," and she hear those stories over and over. This one's a fresh one. This one's a fabulous one. I like this.
I'm gonna tell you another. Let me tell you another little Michael Coylar story.
Okay. We're here. Let's hear 'em.
I don't know. Which year did you win Star Search?
90.
90.
Yeah.
Okay. Destroyed all the way up to his last set. His last set, he doesn't do any comedy. He just talks to the audience and still wins and still walks away with it. 4 years later, I win Star Search. The only two black comics to ever win Star Search. Me and Michael Coylar.
Give me some love on that. That's
Me
right.
and
That's
Michael
right.
Coylar.
And
And
people think Sinbad won.
No.
And Sinbad didn't win.
No.
He won many shows, but he never won the championship.
There's a long list of people who didn't win.
Wow. You know what's so funny about mine is that I had lost a show first because I was getting great scores, fours. Then I got a 375, and I got beat. I don't even know how I lost this thing, but I got beat, and I was gone. I was done. But what they do is accumulate the numbers. So when they get to the end, they take the two people who have the highest score. So I was in the highest score of the last 4 people. So I went in against Larry Wilmore.
I know Larry Wilmore.
Larry was genius in producing. He's killing him. He's a monster. I went in and he hurt himself. He killed himself because he did his impression of Ike and Tina Turner.
Oh my God! And that's a hilarious club joke.
It's a hilarious club joke. But you got to remember, we were working for the little gray-haired, blue-haired old ladies from Iowa.
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon. So he comes out with a wig, with a Tina Turner wig, and he's got his head backwards to the audience, and he's dancing back and forth, and he's shaking his hair. Then you hear these sounds that sound like a punch. Boom, boom,
I love you.
And every time you hear that, you see the head snap back like that.
And
it was
hilarious.
Not some little old lady sitting in the front. He lost because of that, and that was the semifinal. So now it came down to me and Anthony. Somebody from Chicago, Anthony somebody. I can't think his name.
Tall, dark-skinned dude?
He's fair-skinned. He's tall, and he was also in the movie. They went on and did the movie Malcolm X, and he played in the Malcolm X movie. Griffin. Anthony Griffin.
Yes.
And Anthony Griffin was my friend from Chicago. We was in Vegas together, and the producer put us both on the show at the same time. He called us and said, "Do you want to be on the show?" And I had auditioned 3 times, and they never brought me in. And he saw me at the Improv one day auditioning for Pat Sajak. Remember when Pat Sajak used to have a talk show for about 5 days.
Yes.
And I auditioned for that. He didn't like me at all. I was completely funny. But Sam Riddle, the producer, was there.
Sam Riddle, wow.
Sam Riddle.
Yes.
So he came and put us on the show. So when we got there and it was down to me and him, that's my boy. I was so happy. I had a big old picture of me with a cowboy hat, and I wrote on it as a new sheriff in town and slid it under Anthony's door. So he slid it back under and had corrected it because I only had 1 R in it. And he said, "Well, you spelled the word wrong." Right? So I thought we were boys. When he lost, he didn't talk to me again for about 2.5 years.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. I had the
he
same.
wouldn't talk to me no more.
I had the same thing with Cassie Chappelle.
Oh my
Chappelle,
God.
that's my girl. Shout out to her if she's listening.
Shout out, Cassie.
Cassie was destroying. She was killing. And every time she would kill, I mean, she was 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. And then she'd come backstage. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well. Who wants grapes? Who wants grapes? She was in a great mood.
Grapes.
After I beat Cassie, I thought they was going to have to talk her down off that ball at Epcot Center. She was just... Oh my God! She withdrew, and I was like, and we just got cool a few years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
But enough of the past.
It'll smash you sometimes if your ego's involved with it. I was having too much fun, and plus I still had Venice Beach at the time, so I didn't need it. I went back and did Venice for 4 more years. I was loving the beach, and I was there every weekend.
Why did you stop?
Because it was the hardest work I'd ever done in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I was
a
out
hard
there
way
doing
to make
5 one-hour shows every Saturday and Sunday without fail, and I would do like 40 minutes of comedy and then 20 minutes getting my money, and it was wonderful and it was fabulous. But I was watching other people going to clubs, man, and make a ton of money. And they do a 40-minute set. They were done. They jump in their car and whisk away, and I was like, this is too hard, and I'm getting too old for it. You know?
Right.
So I came out of it. But they're about to do a documentary on me, and we start shooting it in 2 weeks at Venice Beach.
Absolutely.
So I cherish those 9 years of out there now. So what are you doing now?
I am, which we need to talk about off the air. I'm writing a cartoon right now.
That's
is I created it. I'm producing it. It's called What's on Milton's Mind, and it's about yes, our dog. It's about that dog, the cutest dog you've ever seen, with the nastiest mouth you ever heard. It's very funny. I'm sorry, baby. I love you, but you're not going to be able to...
Does he have friend dogs, too?
Does he have... No. It's just what he thinks about people.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. And it's funny. It's funny. I really... I'm casting voice for the pilot right now.
Okay.
Which I would love to talk to you about.
I would love to be involved.
Okay.
What's on Milton's Mind?
Oh my God! It's
and
hilarious.
I got to talk to you about my dog later.
Yes.
We have got to talk about my dog. My dog is fabulous.
That's the problem. So, okay. This y'all don't know. Michael has a dog that. Please God, don't let this happen. Please do not let the Connie Corso be the new nigga dog. Okay?
Oh my God!
You know, first it was the German Shepherd, then it was the Rottweiler, and right now it's the Pit Bull. Please don't go to the Connie Corso. This is a majestic royal breed.
So
this dog is the dog of kings, and I want one so bad from our boy Courtney G. But I just got to wear.
See, man, he's jet black and he is gorgeous. Now he's 110 pounds and 8 months old, and he's gonna be 140. He got a chest like a Buick grill, and he is fabulous and full of love. And will kill. In a moment.
In a moment.
You come to that house and you don't belong at that house.
Yeah.
He turns into a soldier on his own without being trained.
And which I learned from my brother's dog. My brother has a Rottweiler. Just because you belong here when Michael's here, don't mean you belong here when he ain't.
Oh yeah, it's a different thing.
A whole different dude. Like, nigga, what you want? I know. Yeah, you my. I know you Michael cousin. But what do you want right now?
So sorry that we ran out of time. It probably took you longer to get here than you've been on the show. But we only get 15-minute segments, and we are in and out of this one already. And I love you so much.
We gonna shout out the show tonight?
So yes, shout out the show. Absolutely. Geoff is on the show tonight, y'all. Y'all need to come and see him in action. You want to talk about funny tonight at Michael Coylar's Monday night comedy extravaganza at Mavericks Flat.
Mavericks Flat,
4225 South Crenshaw. The show starts at 8 o'clock. It's only $10. Just $10. Just $10. Bring your mama and them and Pookie and Run and come down and see Geoff. It's gonna be off the chain. It's really truly a great show tonight too.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna love this show.
Who else
Abraham McDonald is gonna sing on the show. It's gonna be ended by Mondre, who's a black magician who's gonna blow their minds, and it's 11 acts on the show.
Why did I not know that Michael Coylar? This is Michael Coylar.
It's an extravaganza. Tell them where to meet. Tell them where to reach you before I throw you out of here.
Yes, sir. Reach me on Facebook, GB Funny Style. Get your ringtones. Go to Mixer Tones. I sell ringtones, fresh paper ringtones. Holler at me.
I'll be right back with two geniuses. It's Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. And we're black. It's the Michael Coylar Morning Show. I get up late. Thank y'all for sticking around. It's been a crazy show, a fast show, because it has so many people on it today. And now I'm sitting up in here with two geniuses who both of their minds I absolutely just love their minds. First, from a group, but also as an individual, he's from a group called the Blackson 5, which are motivational speakers that will blow your mind and make you feel wonderful about yourself as a black person. And black people are my favorite people in the whole wide world. I know I got white viewers. I like y'all too. I ain't mad at y'all. But black people are my favorite people, and I say it out loud no matter what crowd I'm in. And so when I see these people work, it blows my mind. First, to send a little love out to my friend Andrew Tyree.
Man,
Andrew Tyree.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me on, man. Happy to be here.
Man, I am honored to have you here, brother. You know how much I love you and respect you.
Man, listen. It was love at first sight, man. When I met you at the NAACP Image Award luncheon, I was like, man, I looked up to you for so long.
You killed at that luncheon.
I appreciate that.
Killed at that luncheon.
Appreciate
and
it.
I want to introduce my second guest who also has his own show here on Tuesdays. And when he's here tomorrow, I understand he's also going to have the great Geoff Brown on with him. This guy impressed me so much when I came on his show, and he honored me and let me come on his show twice as one of the smartest people I've ever talked to. I mean, really, to sit down with him and to hear where his mind comes from, how quick and witty he is, it is a true pleasure. Put your hands together for Mr. Zoe Williams.
Wow, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
I love you, brother. And your show is Tuesday at what time?
Tomorrow at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. You
Pacific
go 2 hours,
Standard
though, right?
Yeah.
You get 2 hours, and you have Geoff on.
Yes, Geoff is my co-host along with Dr. Mark Goulston.
You lucked out to have Geoff as a co-host.
Yeah.
That's big right there.
Yeah,
I mean, that is amazing. You know, right now I'm still working with my guy who's my right-hand man with my company, so he's like my temporary co-host. I don't have co-host yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep on trying.
You need a co-host?
I need a co-host.
Now, listen.
You know I need
my Mondays are free.
Your Mondays are free? Why don't you come and be my guest co-host next week?
Love to.
Okay, it's done. Next week, and we're going to see if you know how to do this thing, because I know you know how to do this thing. Will you start out by blessing us with one?
Absolutely. I mean, they're a little long. Let me give you like half of one, or you want to hold one?
We got 2-minute one, right? 3-minute one?
Let's go.
You give me a good one. I don't care how long it is. I know you ain't got nothing to go no 8 minutes, so go ahead and do one for 3.
So this is for the good guys. For the never do you wrong guys. For the never lay a hand on you. Always on time, so he'll be there at 9, 8:58. He's parking the car, guys. Yeah, this is for the straight shooter. For the one who would never cheat on his girl because he's a real man, and real men know that for quality, quantity just doesn't do it, but y'all don't want us. Yeah, this is for the unintentional motivators who are ready to impart inspiration into their good mornings. For the ones who were never blessed with game, just the truth, that's all the mamas ever taught them. For the ones who cannot afford to take you jet skiing every weekend, and no, now you know there'll be no fancy dinners every weekend. For the ones without the big rims or the big cars, all we have are big dreams, good plans, and real jobs. Yes, this is for the ones who encourage you to go to church with them every Sunday. And you'll never be afraid to take them home for the holidays. For the ones who don't clean up well because we're always just well cleaned up. And for the ones who think that Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, and Dead Presidents were all really, really great movies, just not really good ways to live. So this is for the good guys. For the never do you wrong guys. For the never lay a hand on you, always on time, so he'll be there at 9, 8:58. He's parking the car, guys. Yeah, this is for the straight shooter. For the one who would never cheat on his girl because he's a real man, and real men know that for quality, quantity just doesn't do it. But y'all don't want us. Yeah, this is for the good guys who my ex-girlfriend once told me we're always either married, broke, or gay. I told her she was a lie, and if she was telling the truth, and it hasn't always been that way. You just never paid the scrubs any attention and figured you could keep your thug, and when the time was right, you could just kind of, well, host his intervention. No, I know you got caught up listening to Destiny's Children tell you that you need a soldier to be happy, and telling good guys like me that the only way to get a beautiful woman like you is to sag our pants, buy a fitted cap, and a pit bull. I don't even like pit bulls. What they didn't tell you in the video is that soldiers and pit bulls are only trained to kill. So the death of everything beautiful in you and at the birth of the bitter woman you've become. Now you're looking at me like you don't know what happened. Wish you had paid attention to the dude who didn't always know what was happening. So here's to the cat whose pants always fit, who made a vow at 19 never to have the big long white t-shirt dresses in his closet. Yes, here's to the guy who really values marriage, who believes that wedding bands and wedding vows are more than just jewelry and poetry, and who'll love you all the time, even when he doesn't feel like it, even if you don't deserve it, even if for whatever reason you just don't feel like working extra hard to earn it, even for the 4th in a row it's raining and you forgot your umbrella again, and now you want him to give you his, and it don't matter they just got over a cold because you just got your hair did. But he's gonna love you all the time anyway, even though he doesn't feel like it. For the guy who spends time with his sons because that's his blood, and spends time with his daughters and nieces just to show them the way real men should treat them. So y'all, this is for the good guys. For the never do you wrong guys. For the never lay a hand on you, always on time, so he'll be there at 9, 8:58. He's parking the car, guys. This is for the straight shooter. For the one who would never cheat on his girl because he's a real man, and a real man knows that for quality, quantity just doesn't do it.
All right, yeah. Make me want to take my fitted off. I should have dressed up. What was I doing?
Make you take your fitted off.
I was like, I came from practice. Like, wait a minute.
This is the kind of magic that this brother sprues forth on a regular basis.
Man, I
you know,
appreciate that.
It's awesome.
And he's part of a crew of young men. They're all young, sharp college men who care about their blackness and care about their hearts and care about their community.
Wow.
And so when he speaks, it just makes you feel so good. And then I went to one of his shows, baddest women on the planet show up. And they stand outside in the cold. We stood out there 45 minutes. They in a line in the cold, and they wasn't mad about it. They was like, we can't wait to get in. You know, and I was like, wait a minute.
They tend to show up.
They tend to show up.
They tend to arrive.
I hadn't seen the whole group.
On time.
NAACP Awards, I saw him and one of the gentlemen.
My brother Javon Johnson.
Javon
Dr.
Johnson.
Javon Johnson.
USC.
USC professor, yes sir.
I just saw them too, and I was like, I need to know this brother. I need to have this brother in my life. And then when I realized it was a team, I said, I got to go see them. And I went and saw them, man. Me and my woman went, and we was just blown away. The whole audience was just riveted. And I have to do things with you. We have to produce you.
Listen,
we have to,
you can't get rid of me now, Mike.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't get rid of me now.
Javon did my show when we were on the Foxhole before.
Okay.
And he came on and did the show. And you remind me of another cat that I'm working with, Ice Life.
I know Ice.
Yeah, Ice is cold too. I'm actually
sound cold.
Yeah, he's from Oakland, and they got the same
He's
positive.
spoken word.
I'm actually producing his record right now.
Well, that's
me and a friend of mine.
Small world, man. It's a small world. It's amazing. I went to NYU for theater for college, and that's where I met. I started writing at the New York Poets Cafe. Got on Def Poetry, did that whole thing. And
won a Tony for it, as well as an Image Award.
Let's just add the cherry. If the cherry was missing, we were putting it on now. Right.
And then it's funny. We felt like there was a ceiling to spoken word. Like we couldn't get past this ceiling,
right?
You know, even winning national awards and this stuff like that. So we were like, how can we turn this into a stage play?
Right.
Bring it to the masses, possibly get it on Broadway. And the five of us came together. We all had similar ideas, and the thing just took off, man. We did Verses and Flow for TV One this past year, and they got nominated for NAACP Image Award, which is where I met Mr. Collier, and it's on fire.
Awesome, man.
Tour this summer, we hope it's looking that way. And
we
sounds
do
good.
So much stuff together, and to watch them on that stage play, they're out there playing. Zoe, where do you come from? Where? I mean, you're not a stand-up comic, right?
No.
So where do you come from with this knowledge?
And yeah, that's all.
Where you from?
I'm from I was raised in Pasadena.
Okay.
But I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
You know, there's a little gumbo in there.
Do you have a college?
Yeah, I went to college, but I didn't finish.
Okay. Who has?
You neither.
Thank God.
How it went for me was when I was relatively young, and this is how I met the poetess. I was in the music industry, almost fresh out of high school. I went right into the music industry first as an artist, then a producer, and then later I became an A&R director. And this is how we get Exhibit. Exhibit came through me.
Wow.
I was at Loud Records, and I got credit for signing Exhibit.
Oh, nice.
Pimp my ride.
Did some money come with the credit?
Cherry. Right there.
Okay, because
well, no. By that time, by the time his album came out, I was already senior VP, vice president of Black music at Maverick for Madonna. I was just a little kid working for Madonna. It was crazy.
Wow. Man. So what is your truest aspiration? If you could do anything and people would pay you for it and love you for it, and you wouldn't even have to have an alarm clock, you'd be so excited about it, you'd jump up in the morning ready to start your day, what would that be?
I think inspiration is my religion. Okay. That's the motivation I have when I come do the show. I want to make sure that the people that are listening are entertained, but also agitated to such a degree that once the show is off, when they go to bed, they're still tossing and turning because I've turned their life on its ear. I want them to start over. You know, like it's like the reset button for their life. That's how the show works.
Let me put that question to you too, and then we're gonna tell people where we can find us so we can get out of here.
Okay.
What would be your highest aspiration if you could do one thing and just?
Acting's my first love. I'm a storyteller, man, and so I've won Oscars in my brain already. They haven't given them to me yet, but I've won them already. So I mean, if I can still tell stories to the masses, in that way, and win awards for it, man, no alarm clock necessary.
And I love the tonality of your voice as well.
Thank you.
Okay, we only got a minute, so can you tell them where to find you? And I want to apologize one more time to my audience because I had too many people and it went too fast. It went too fast. Okay, so
that's right.
where's Zoe?
Tomorrow,
Right
tomorrow.
Same channel,
here,
same
channel, same station. 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The So What Morning Show with Geoff Brown and Dr. Mark Goulston. And also, I want to say that I'm doing this Steve Harvey camp in June where I'm going to go down there and motivate some kids. He brings hundreds of kids.
I've heard about that camp.
And we're going to be down there. We're going to put it in for about 4-5 days and help these young boys.
I'm a Steve Harvey fan, so congratulations to you on that. Tell them where we see you.
Andrew Tyree is everything. Tyree. So Andrew Tyree is the Facebook. Andrew Tyree is the Twitter. Andrew Tyree is, the Instagram. And then the group is the Blackson 5. Just like the Jackson 5, but the Blackson 5. And
hysterical.
That's also Facebook, Twitter.
Awesome. God bless you guys. Bless you so much, y'all. Thank y'all for being with us today. If you're around L.A. tonight, please come and see us 8 o'clock at Maverick Flats for the Michael Coylar Monday comedy extravaganza. Monday night comedy extravaganza. I'm having too much fun. I'm moving too fast. I love you, Porters. Thank you for being here, making all this move smoothly. Y'all have an amazing day and keep God first. Bye now.